YCA. Good morning, Matt.
Oh, hey, what's up, Carol?
Oh, listen to the lilt in your voice. I love that.
It's because
Must-
you're starting me out spicy today already.
I like spice, I have to tell you. Speaking of spice, how the heck is Drew?
Matt, you're energetic today. That's wonderful.
Isn't that good to hear?
Yeah.
Maybe it's me rubbing off.
I think it's you rubbing off on him.
I absolutely love to hear that. And so, how was y'all's weekend? Did anybody have a fabulous time, Matt?
I worked.
Oh,
I did a Jeep run with Summit, though.
oh, you did?
Yeah, it was an easy one. They
Did you s-
graded the trail, so it's just really rocky now.
Oh.
It's still pretty, but
Did you stay on all four wheels?
yeah.
That's
I could
always
have
a
driven
good
it in
thing.
my car. It would have been fine.
Oh, now that's disappointing.
Well, the Forest Service graded it.
Well,
And so all the obstacles, all the fun stuff, it's all nice and clean and
I'm guessing that in
Not for
the
long.
not too distant future, it's not going to be that way anymore.
no, it'll probably take a year or two and then it'll get back to form. But
Oh, you're going to have to be on smooth roads for a year?
well, it was not a smooth road. It
Oh.
actually is a lot rockier. So when they do that, it actually churns up the rocks and all that kind of stuff. It's not. It just takes out the obstacles and levels it. And
So did it jingle jangle your teeth?
oh yeah, what teeth I have left? Yeah.
Oh, now that's a sight. Okay. So, what'd you do this weekend, Drew?
He's the one that had fun.
I took off. I went to Southern California. Met with my daughter on Saturday, and then Saturday evening met with my high school buddies that we all raced motorcycles together, and we went to the Supercross at Anaheim. And then I came home Sunday.
So,
Drove home.
just so I'll be more comfortable, you took your car, right?
I drove my car to Orange County, basically.
Well, I'm so happy
Yeah.
to hear that. I mean, I was just looking at the newspaper. I mean, Noel Campbell lost his life on a motorcycle at 84,
He was in Phoenix on the 10 freeway.
which
so.
is, I can't even believe that somebody would do that.
Anyway, I checked the blotter. I don't have anything from my motorcycle group to find out what happened, or it may not have been his fault at all. It could have been something, a blowout, somebody hit him. Who knows?
Oh, just sad to hear. I mean, you certainly don't think an 84-year-old has enough to face without traffic.
I don't know. I mean, if you're gonna go out doing something you love. Why not?
Now,
Absolutely.
there is a great point to that. That's a great point. So,
When your ticket's punched, It doesn't matter. I mean, more people slip and die in their bathtubs in their house than motorcycle accidents. So, I mean,
you're absolutely right.
just enjoy life. If, when the good Lord's ready, he'll call you. It doesn't matter.
Well, speaking of enjoying life,
Oh, I thought you were gonna say speaking about the Lord.
Yeah. Well, that's enjoying life.
no, not my playbook.
Oh, okay.
Anyway,
all right. Sorry.
so I had an absolutely fabulous time for my birthday.
What'd you do?
Well,
We were gonna call you and we were gonna sing, but
and why didn't you?
Pat, I was like, Pat, we don't want to put our listeners through that again.
Anyway, I really did appreciate all the thoughts and congratulations for achieving this milestone I got. But right after the show on Wednesday, Ken and I got in the car, drove to Phoenix. He went to the Barrett Jackson car auto show or auction, and I went to birthday lunch with my girlfriends. And then the next day, we got up and I played golf with Ken and 3 of his friends. So, 2 things happened. I got to play with 3 guys, which is always fun. It's just fun. And it's the first time I've played 18 holes since I started playing golf again. So, it was just wonderful.
It's a different game when you play 18, isn't it?
It really is.
It's a different game when you play 18 holes.
In fact, I said to Ken at about maybe the 12th or 13th hole, I hit a couple of really awful shots, and I said, I must be getting tired. And he said, well, sit out a couple of holes and then come back in. And I said, I hit a great shot. And I said, oh, no, I think I'm not tired anymore. Amazing how that happens.
Yeah, a good shot solves a lot of problems.
Solves a lot of things.
You sink a good putt, changes your outlook.
It truly, truly does. And we're going to talk a lot about golf in a minute. But
Wait, hold on. A good shot, not bourbon or tequila.
A good
Oh,
shot.
wait a minute, I did, because I had a little, oh my gosh, my very favorite scotch on my birthday.
You're Glenn Levitt.
Actually, it was
No,
not.
Glenfiddich?
It was not that either. It was my very favorite, which I'm blocking on the name of, the best scotch.
Oh,
Must be incredible then.
no. I know it's a funny name. Oh,
No, anyway.
Like Drew.
No, we're all funny. Anyway, I had scotch
Brain cramp.
and a wonderful, wonderful steak dinner. And then the next day, Ken and I went shopping. So how can you have a better 3-day birthday than that?
wonderful.
On a beach?
No, that would not be for me. I am
No?
not a beach
Is Ken a
person.
shopper? Because I just think he just goes along with you. I think you're the shopper. He's the enabler.
Well, actually, this is really funny. We went shopping for Ken. Now, usually I just bring him things home. But he was saying to me the other day that he really needed to update his closet because all of his pants were pleated and all of his jackets had that long, boxy look from the 90s, 2000s, anyway, before now. And so we went shopping for him and had very good luck, I have to admit.
Good.
So
And he didn't have to think too much. You
Well,
did all of it for him.
now he's a very fashionable guy, and I have to just tell you that somebody said, "Oh my gosh, go over there and look at that new poster of some designer," and the guy had on pleated pants. So I guess what we need to do is just hold on to everything because it's going to come back.
It all comes back around. You're right. Yeah.
It can, but I'm not wearing bell bottoms again. So
Oh, well, women are.
that's good. I hope they bring back hip huggers. I like that.
Okay, I'm going to do a daily designation for Leza. We all have to remember Leza. Gosh, she's been gone so long, I can't
is
wait to
this?
see her. Leza.
I don't remember who that is.
You know, that beautiful blonde woman who sits in this chair.
And it was just her birthday, too. So
I know. Happy birthday to her. I wished her one. Anyway, today is Thomas Crapper Day. I thought she'd like this. I do have to say that he did not invent the toilet, but he should have. And he did. He was a British inventor who sort of got the circle the drain down. So he really created what our toilets look like today. And so we celebrate this day, which is the day he died. And no, he did not inspire the word. It is just a coincidence. I don't believe that. I've heard this called a crapper forever.
That's true.
Don't you find that very odd?
Most of the things that we have are named by the guy's last name.
Exactly, and there you have it.
Example, the diesel engine was named after Jonathan Diesel.
Oh, there you go.
Hello. I mean, you know.
So we're going to not believe that particular line that it wasn't named for him. Okay, so there was a storm that went across the country.
what?
Did y'all
I didn't
hear
hear about that. Of course. Yeah. How can you not hear about it? It was chaos.
That is actually the truth. But I tell you, people were betting on this storm. But don't you believe that now people bet on anything?
Yes.
You
'Cause
can bet on anything, and I mean anything.
So I will say that Polymarket took millions of dollars in bets on how much snow will fall in cities like New York, D.C., and Atlanta. And in New York City, the over-under was 11 inches. 11 inches. That's a pretty wide spread. I mean, I don't know a lot about betting, but it seems like that's a huge spread.
I don't know. I lose enough money just being me. I don't need to give my money to someone else. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Ma Henshaw's on the phone. What'd you do, Carol?
I have no idea. Gosh, it's not Friday and Ma's calling in, so bring in Ma.
I wanted to say happy birthday, Carol.
Oh my gosh, what a lovely thing to hear. Thank you, Ma. And the neat thing about it is it keeps on coming.
Oh, and you're so young still. young and gorgeous and beautiful, and you can play golf. I wish I could play golf. I can't. Dang.
Well, I would think you could if you really worked at it, because I've been trying to work at it.
Oh, I don't know. Holding on to a walker and the golf club at the same time might be rough.
Actually, you could go down in the history books if that happened.
We'll just,
You know, that's true.
Mom, we'll just leave you in the golf cart. It'll be like polo.
Oh, actually, that's a really good
Yeah.
idea.
Ooh, we should invent something there. That would be nice.
I'm
I
sure.
used to hit buckets of balls because I couldn't get people to come out and golf with me, but that's when in my young days.
Oh, that's pretty good.
So what? Back in the 30s?
Hey, cut that out.
Exactly. If I could reach him, I'd smack
Don't
him
do
for
that
you.
to your mom.
So when I walked in today, I heard you were mad at me.
What?
That's what these are the lies that your son's spreading. The other day I talked about something about death, and he said
Yeah.
you don't like hearing about that.
Well, no, I do not, because, I know that it's creeping up on me. I'm a little bit old.
Well, let me just tell you that my grandmother was 102 when she died. So
Oh, yes.
you've got loads of time, darling.
I
loads
have
of
a
time.
goal.
Yeah. No, I keep telling her she's going to be at least 95. At least.
Oh yeah. So, so today I'll talk about life. How's that? Thank you.
Oh, I'm all for it. And I'm glad you had a wonderful birthday. I always love to go shopping on my birthday.
Well, who doesn't? I mean, and frankly, we don't have to have a special day to do that, do we?
No, we don't. Oh, boy.
Anyway,
I'm a star at shopping.
I'm a pretty good one too. So thanks so much for calling in and wishing me a
Y'all
birthday.
have a good week, okay?
And
Thanks, Mom.
we'll hear you on Friday.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye, Mom.
So I have some inches of snow that fell for you. Guess who the big winner of the snow depth was?
Syracuse, New York.
I would have thought so too, because of the day she left, there were
Cleveland.
23 inches, I believe.
Cleveland.
Actually, it was Bonita Lake, New Mexico, where they got 3 feet of snow.
Wow.
Say
Must
the
New
be,
name
Mexico.
must be high up in the mountains.
Bonita, Bonito Lake, New Mexico, they got 3 feet of snow. Officially the most snowfall from the weekend storm.
I don't even know where that is.
I don't-
Have you been? You
I've
know
never-
anything about that, Matt?
I think it's up near the Colorado border, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, it would make sense. I was thinking maybe close to Taos or something, but
Yeah, I think somewhere over there. I'd have to Google it.
It must be way up in the mountains. Parts
Yeah.
of Oklahoma, Missouri, and Illinois measured around 14 inches, while New Bethlehem, Pennsylvania logged 23 inches, tied with Syracuse. And an hour west of Boston, Sterling, Massachusetts, got 22. So, but that's really not close to 3 feet.
And we didn't get anything.
Well, I did
We
see.
really need snow.
Please, you know this about me. I am no snow bunny. I am not. And I see Drew looking down, but
He's looking on his phone.
since we're talking about the weather, I failed to get a weather update for you. So what do we look like this week?
well, actually, for the next few days, we're actually going to do pretty good. Currently, right now, we're at 26, but our high for the day is going to be 57.
Oh.
It's not going to, light winds, clear. I mean, it's going to be a very nice day. The issue is we're getting our cold weather in the mornings.
Well-
and the low is going to be 22.
Ooh.
But tomorrow we'll be up around 60, and then Thursday 61. So maybe mid 60s by Friday.
Oh, that would be
And
so
yeah,
wonderful.
but the good news is the lows are coming up. We were in the teens, now we're in the 20s. So that's going to make a difference. Other than that, there's no rain, no snow, nothing in forecast. So it's just going to be cold when the sun goes down.
The only thing I'm worried about is when we're really ready for spring to come, that's when we're going to get our snowstorm.
Oh yeah, we'll get like a foot and a half or something.
Okay, I'm not going to look forward
There's
to that.
nothing we can do about it. So when
I
it comes, then we'll
know.
deal with it.
I
Until
know.
then,
Just
you know.
sit back. Just sit back. Okay, we're going to take a short break so we can come back and talk to the lovely Kim Haddow, the retired golf coach from Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University. Be right back. Back. It's Carol Chamberlain on for Leza Live on the News 103.5 KYCA. So lucky to have with us Kim Haddow, the recently, not so recently, retired coach from Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University. Welcome, Kim.
Thank you, Carol. I'm glad to be here. Thanks.
I am so, and you just look beautiful.
Well, thanks. That's retirement.
Actually, that is true. Retirement's a fabulous thing in life, but you've got on your Embry-Riddle golf sweatshirt. You just look official.
Thanks. It's my outerwear. We had a lot of warm weather, or cold weather clothing because we played in a lot of cold weather.
I bet you did play in a lot of cold weather. You were hired to develop both a men's and women's golf team at Embry-Riddle. What was that like?
Well, it was exciting for me. I was 55, and when I interviewed, I thought, I don't know if I'm too old, but evidently I wasn't.
Apparently not.
It was in April, and then came to work July 1st, and we were expected to compete that fall.
Oh, my goodness.
So it was a lot of pressure at that point, but Mike and I, my husband was my associate head coach, and we interviewed students on campus at that time and had time to recruit two golfers. And our first year was with current Embry-Riddle students and 2 recruits.
Oh, my gosh. So that is really exciting, the way you built up that program, and we're going to talk about what it ended up being. But let's talk about where you started. Where'd you come from? Where did you hail from?
I grew up in a small town, Clear Lake, Iowa, and we had a little 9-hole golf course. It was the all-vet center for veterans. Man gave the property to build a golf course for veterans. And I love the game. I played team sports, and I loved all sports, but golf was individual, and it was all up to me, and I liked that challenge.
I can really understand that. So, what even got you to know the game of golf? Did your folks golf?
Yes, they did. Once a week in the summer. In Iowa, we only played like 5 months out of the year. But we played in the summer, so it was good. Yeah.
So that means that at an early age you started falling in love with the game of golf.
Yes, I was 12, and we were allowed to play by ourselves at that time. And I had two brothers that played, and and friends, two more boys that played, and we just had a good time in the summertime.
So, don't I recall hearing you say that you caddied for your folks?
We had to caddy for them 1 year or that summer before we were allowed to play when we were 11, all of us. And so, yes, we had to caddy that summer. And I wanted to play, but, we couldn't, not till we caddied for that full summer. And then the next summer we could play. I could play.
I think that's really interesting. So, at 11, you really were interested in the game. So, when should kids start playing golf?
I think today, they're starting younger and younger. I mean, I've given lessons as young as 7.
Wow.
So, I don't think it's too young to get them excited about the game. Yeah.
I actually was on the practice tee at Antelope Hills like a couple of weeks ago, and there was the neatest twosome. It was a father showing his maybe 6-year-old daughter how to swing a club. It's just a beautiful thing to experience. I
Yes,
love that.
I agree with you. Yeah.
So kids should start as early as 6, 7.
Yes, if they're excited about it and can have fun, and it's not too, technical for them,
Oh,
just go
yeah.
out and have fun.
Yeah.
That's what they need.
So you're in Clear Lake, Iowa. Is that Is that close to Storm Lake, Iowa?
No, we're on I-35, just south of Minneapolis. Mason City is where Buddy Holly died. And
Oh yeah.
when I grew up, that we weren't proud of that, but now it's become a big tourist thing.
Well, it certainly is. I can
So,
only imagine.
Yeah.
So I-35. So if you keep going south on I-35, you'll run into Waxahachie, Texas. So we were connected, you and I. So you left Clear Lake to go where?
I went my first 2 years. I went to college at Cotty College in Nevada, Missouri. It's a women's college owned by the PEO Sisterhood,
Oh,
and it was a great 2 years of leadership training for me and science. My major was science, and then I finished at SMU in Dallas. But I played college basketball, not college golf, because at that time there was not a women's golf team at SMU. My senior year at SMU, they started the golf program.
oh,
Yeah, yeah.
my.
Yeah.
Oh, and what golf course were they affiliated with at SMU?
Oh, we played just like I did in Tucson. We played at a variety of courses all around the city, like
Okay.
a different one every day.
Okay, so how'd you get from Texas?
Well, I went out to California. I actually worked at Las Colinas in Irving, Texas for a year under Reeves McBee.
Really?
And enjoyed that very much. Learned a lot from him. And then went out to California to play on the Group 4 mini tour. And I wanted to play professional golf. And it was great. But, my grandfather lived in Yarnell.
Really?
Yes. And so
I didn't know that.
my mom called and said he wasn't feeling well. Since I didn't have a real job like my brothers and sisters, I'll never let her forget that. And so I came over to Yarnell, and of course he had cancer. So I ended up staying with him for 3 years and helping him get through that process. But in the meantime, I picked up the paper. It was in October, the Wickenburg Sun. There was a science teaching job open at Wickenburg High School.
Oh.
And I ended up teaching at Wickenburg and started a boys golf team. And we played at Los Caballeros, which is one of my favorite
fabulous
golf courses.
course. Oh my gosh, it's
And
fabulous.
so yes, I was there. And when Grandpa passed away, I thought, I'll go to Florida, where my whole family had moved to, brothers and sisters and mom and dad. But I met Mike, my husband, and he had an opportunity to coach basketball at the University of Arizona with Lute Olson. And so we moved to Tucson. And that was kind of our connection to Tucson. and I have to tell you, a year later, the job at University of Arizona opened
Oh,
to coach golf, and I applied, and
and you
I was
got that
hired.
one too.
Yeah.
So I saw that you were not only the University of Arizona, but you also taught at the University of Florida.
Yes. Yes.
Where how
Well, I had been at Arizona for 13 years, and it was great. But Mike's position in exercise and sports sciences was ending. They were kind of getting rid of their um, exercise and sports science department.
oh
I know, that was kind of
oh
sad. And then
oh
uh, actually, Florida came after me, and offered me, like, I hate to say, double my salary at Arizona. So and I thought, well, maybe this is God telling us, we need
it's
to
time
move.
to do something.
And it was, because when we got there, we found out my mom had cancer. So I was able to be with her the last 3 years of her life,
Oh,
a
wow.
lot, and had great 3 years there. But when she passed away, honestly, that was when I turned to Mike at the funeral and I said, I think I want to get out of college coaching and be home with our daughters more. And that's why I said, where do you want to move? He said, back to Arizona.
Arizona's in the heart. This is absolutely fabulous having you, Kim. We'll be right back after these messages. It's Carol Chamberlain in for the lovely Leza Live on the News 103.5 KYCA, talking with, speaking of lovely, Kim Haddow,
Thank you. Oh,
the
gosh.
retired golf coach from Embry-Riddle. So we're now out of Florida and back in Arizona. You have taught a lot of incredible golfers to be, including Annika Sorenstam. When I saw that, I remember Annika. I remember watching her play at night with the guys, and what's it like being able to see some student that you had achieve that greatness?
Well, it's very exciting. Yes, you can imagine. I was in Japan with the All-Star team, USA All-Star team. She was playing for Sweden, and she was 19 at the time. Had wanted to come to United States to play golf, but no one was interested.
Oh.
And I think if I remember correctly, she shot like 80, 81, at the tournament. But her intensity is what caught my eye, and how competitive she was. And I asked her if she'd like to come to the University of Arizona and play college golf, and she said yes. So she was with us for 2 years. It was actually the country, they're real country oriented in their sports. And so the country kind of with her pros back there decided it was time for her to turn professional.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That I can only imagine how that must have felt. But there are a number of people you've taught that are the same way.
Yeah.
So what makes it when you look at somebody and you understand there's potential there? What do you see?
I think focus, the hard work ethic, they are willing to put the time in, confidence. You have to be confident even sometimes when you're tricking yourself, like I can do this, and tell your mind consciously to override the subconscious, because your subconscious is right over here telling you, I don't know if you can do that, but you have to get rid of it and just tell yourself you can do it.
Actually, that is really such good advice. Ken often says to me, it seems like you're afraid you're going to not hit the ball. And I'm sure that happens to a lot of people. So I want to come back to talk a little bit about you. I've known you for a lot of years now. I mean, you coached me a long time ago. You're the one who I went to the minute I decided I wanted to try it again. But you are something. I mean, you're really something. You won every California Pacific Conference championship that the league has had. And I'm assuming that was at Embry-Riddle.
It was at Embry-Riddle, yes. Yeah, we had an exciting run with the women. And I'm really especially proud of the women, although, of course, we love the guys, too. I think they were not sure at Embry-Riddle, how do you recruit women at Embry-Riddle to begin with?
True.
And then get top athletes, that would like to come. But there are women out there who want to be scientists, who want to be engineers, who want to be pilots, and they are very good athletes, and we just had to find them.
And they had to find you, because I read that there are students who have chosen Embry-Riddle because you were the coach there.
Well,
so it went both ways. You went out to find people, and people came here to find you.
Thank you.
So not only that, you were the Cal-Pac Coach of the Year 5 times while you were here.
And that's voted on by the peers, which means a lot.
Of course it does.
Yes. And, I don't know. It's, as usual, it's the athletes that really put you in that position. Really.
Well,
yeah.
Absolutely. But it really is a circle, because those athletes are in that position because of your coaching, and your coaching makes them better. So, I mean, it's just a total give and take in this. But I have to also mention that you were inducted in 1997 into the NCAA Golf Coach Hall of Fame. We're with a Hall of Famer in here.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate
I really
that.
couldn't believe it, because you're such an unassuming individual who cares so much about the student. It's just incredible to see.
Thank you for saying that. We do. And I just, every day I woke up, I wanted to go to work. It's that kind of a job. Yeah.
Actually, that really is, because when you really want to go there, it's not a job. It really becomes a love and some fun. I truly believe that. So this question is from Ken, my husband Ken. So do you know Linda Volstad?
Very well. We had a friendly rivalry.
Oh, look at the look on your face. You must have had a friendly rivalry. She was our next door neighbor when we lived
wow.
We lived
Yes.
on... We lived on a golf course in Phoenix.
Does she live at Moon Valley?
No, she didn't. She lived at, I'm trying to say Round Hill, but it was Stone Creek.
Stone Creek. Yeah, Stone Creek.
I'm having trouble remembering. I couldn't even remember my Scotch was Macallan a minute ago. So, Stone Creek.
Yeah, yeah.
We had a good time with her. So, she got her house teepeed after a championship. Did you?
No, but I did get the Gatorade, splash over my head, which was fun.
And we woke up one morning and saw toilet paper all over the trees in her front yard and thought something good
It's probably
must
her
have
team.
happened.
Yeah.
No question about it, her team. So, when you build a golf swing for somebody, so you have a student, do you build that swing around their natural tendencies?
Yes.
Or do you have a set model for everyone? I guess you do not.
No, you have to be individual because, look at the height differences, balance differences, just physical ability,
Yeah.
and what their body can do. So I have to take time to watch them for a few minutes and get an idea of what their strengths are, and then build around that.
That's so great to hear. Okay, we have to take another break. We'll be back after this. Hello again. It's Carol Chamberlain in for Leza Live on the News 103.5 KYCA, talking with Kim Haddow. All about golf. All about golf. So, we were talking about you're seeing natural tendencies in people and how you could build on that. So, how long would it take that person who had a little natural tendency to practice to really improve their game, to really get better? How much do you have to practice?
And first, they have to help me define what is better for them, because like my husband, he wants to hit it farther, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I want to score, and he's actually moved the needle over to scoring versus distance. And if they say, well, I want my score to drop. Women tell me, I want my handicap to drop. Okay, well, then we're going to work on short game for at least half the time of our lesson. Yes, and then we'll work on consistency, and then in their full swing. And then what creates consistency? Big muscles. So we have to learn how to let our body help us instead of just our hands and forearms.
Oh,
Yeah.
isn't that the truth? So
Yeah.
strengthening the core is going to help you, and doing that turn is going to all those things
Yes.
using the big muscles. Actually, I read something in getting ready for today that there's a 70-30 rule. And that's that you really are supposed to practice your short game 70% of the time and get off that tee 30% of the time.
Yes. 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 100%. Yeah.
But so, does that mean that Mike's distance has lessened as he got older?
Yes. Yes.
So Ken is saying the same thing. Is there something they can do to make that different, or it's just the way we are?
Well, I think strength training is important, and you have to be willing to do that. You know.
Yeah, actually, there's a machine at the gym where we work out together that really can go from the top to the bottom
Yes.
swinging. So there are some even machines out there.
There are, and if you can't belong to a gym, there are exercises you can do even with free weights to strengthen your core and to strengthen the golf swing move.
Huh.
Oh yeah, oh
Huh.
yeah.
We'll have to remember that. But I guess it's really interesting to hear you say that men tend to want to make their stroke longer and that women want to decrease their handicap. I have to get in that bucket. I still want to try to hit farther. Farther.
We can fix that. We can work on that.
I
But as
know.
far as time, I mean, I think 2-3 days a week you have to spend some time either on the range and on the practice area, and play once a week at least if you can. The weather depending, but you have to play on the golf course because, as you know, it's very different on the course than it is on the range.
It is different on the course. So, do you think that it's as important to play as it is just to stand on the tee and?
Well, I
hit?
personally feel it's more important to play than it is to just stand on the range because on the range, it's not game-like, and it's hard to make it game-like, and so the more you can play, the better you'll get. And I didn't have a driving range on my little course in Iowa.
Oh, there you go.
So we had to play and get better as we played.
Well, speaking of that, we went to a friend's office the other day where, I mean, he just has an incredible office with this huge bar, and he's got some cars that he's a car collector, but he also had one of those golf simulators.
Oh, wow.
So he was saying that he will go on YouTube and see something, and then he'll hit the golf simulator so that he can try that swing. Does that work?
Well, I have to say I'm guilty of that myself right now in retirement. Something I tell people not to do is watch those videos. But Michael laughed because, what are you doing? I'm like, yeah, I'm watching those videos. But I like to learn about drills, that I can use in teaching. And there are new, when my students come to me, they're watching them. So they'll ask me about, well, what about this and this? Because they're talking about a whole new type of move,
Right.
which you and I have talked about, just keeping your weight on your left side pretty much and turning straight back, keeping your posture, and then swinging through. That's a little different than the old-fashioned shift to the right and then back to the left.
Exactly.
Yeah. So it's important.
So one of the things that I am amazed by is the distance that these people can hit, the pros can hit now. It's so different from when we were watching 20, 30 years ago.
Right.
Is it the equipment? Is it the swing? What is so different that it's gotten so much?
I think equipment is a big part of it.
Okay.
Okay, and they're trying to get a handle on that with the USGA.
Yeah.
But I think the strength training is a big part of it.
Oh, but
big part of it.
we were actually laughing about that because you see these muscular, trim, very fit men now, and then you think about Arnold Palmer and Arnie's Army.
Yes. Oh, yes, I remember. Yeah.
How different it is. They, instead of going to the bar and having a few, they go to the gym and work out. I wonder, well, their swings are better. I think it is
Wait, why'd you look at me when you said bar?
Oh, no.
I actually didn't mean to do that. I was
Uh-huh, sure,
turning to
Carol.
you to see if it was time for us to take another break.
We could take a break if you would like. Sure.
We're going to take a break right now. Be right back. Hello again. It's Carol Chamberlain in for Leza Live on the News 103.5 KYCA, talking everything golf with Kim Haddow. So you started the men's and the women's teams at Embry-Riddle. So which is easier to coach, men or women?
Oh, gosh, that's a loaded
It's
question.
a loaded
Yeah.
question.
Well, they each have their intricacies, to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
The young men are real competitive, and the
Mhm.
women are, but maybe they don't have quite the confidence.
Oh.
But sometimes the men have the false confidence, and they take chances maybe that they shouldn't. But actually, they're both wonderful to coach. And I think having Mike and I together
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and two different, he's more technical. I'm a little more whole picture
Mhm.
and the mental game, that the combination together, we were able to coach both the men and women very effectively. Yeah.
So I hadn't thought about that. So were you all competitive as you were working together? How was it to work with your husband?
No, it was great. I think we just understand each other so well after being married 43 years. And it's been fun. I get to be with Mike 24/7.
And you still like to play golf with him?
Oh, yes. We have a great time. We do. We do.
It is a wonderful thing to do together. I just have to admit that. So, is there anything that you have ever experienced that makes you not want to coach somebody?
Oh, wow. Not that I can think of. I think if they're too anxious, like meaning they want the results too quick,
Oh, yeah.
and then they get frustrated.
Oh, no.
That's hard because you want to keep them calm so that they can get the instruction and at least try it. But and partly because they're nervous.
Yeah.
They're nervous and not confident. But I try to get that down, so they can relax. You have to relax in golf. It has to be a relaxing moment.
It should be. That's really hard when you think about how anxious you can get. Saying it's a relaxing moment is an oxymoron. But So, can you build up what builds a confidence of a golfer? What one thing can you think of?
Well, you really gain confidence by experiencing. So, like I said, play once a week and keep track. One thing we did do, instead of just score, we keep track of other successes in your game, not
Oh.
just score, and show them how they improved here or here or here in the different areas. And then they realize they were improving. And so even with the little
Oh.
things, then you get the big confidence and you feel like you can put it all together and score.
Oh,
Yeah.
actually, that's really wonderful advice because there is always something you're a little better at, whether it's, your short irons and you can really get it up in the air
Your
and
favorite
plop it.
club?
Hey,
Yeah.
a favorite club. So, and there's really no difference in them. It's just how you execute it. Anyway.
I would like to say if people would strengthen their hands and their forearms,
Oh.
that would definitely, especially my age, I'm 71,
Just a youngster.
add to their ability to play the game better or hit longer shots. Just something as small as that, doing exercises for that part of your body.
Really?
Because that's really where you can generate the club head speed at the bottom of the swing. So it doesn't have to be all this big, strength training, which helps just balance wise and body awareness. But if you can do that part of your body,
Actually,
yeah.
that's a great
That's something
tip we learned.
everybody can do.
Absolutely, it is. Okay, I have a personal question for you because I caught so much flack from Ken about this. One of the neatest, when I'm shopping for Christmas gifts, I look up the most popular gifts of the season, of the year. And one I found was something called Flight Path Tees that was supposed to be the gift. So I went around looking for these tees. And I couldn't find them. They were sold out where I went. And just this last shopping trip, I went to the huge golf store where they were supposed to be, and they didn't have any. And the guy looked at me and said, "These only have a 3.8 rating." And I'm not sure what that even means.
Oh, out of 5, 3.8 out of 5, yeah.
So they're not all that good anyway. And so does a tee make a difference?
Well, first of all, I don't know that those tees are even legal on the USGA. I'd have to look that up because you can't build a swing. You can't do anything to build a swing or build a shot. So I'd have to look that up. But then, I think some people lean the tee back, to get the ball up with the driver. There's little things you can do that are legal that I know of.
Ken was really laughing at me about those. So I need to ask you about golf courses in our lovely community.
Yeah.
Do you have some favorites?
Well, I love every golf
Of
time. Every
course,
time I'm out
of
playing.
course.
We love Antelope Hills, and I think in a big way is the warm, feeling we've always had with the team and Mike and I, with Justin Henderson and the people that are at Antelope Hills. Just it's family. It truly is, and it's a place where seniors come. Women come to get together on that Thursday or even the 18-holers.
How many women did you say are
Over 100, 110. They had to sort of cut it off, yeah.
Oh, my
That
goodness.
are members of that Thursday night
I'll have to
group.
remember that. Okay, so Antelope Hills.
And then, of course, Hacienda, you feel like you're in the Canadian Rockies. It's just
beautiful.
It's beautiful, and they have such a great diversity up there. That's a beautiful course. Stone Ridge we loved because whenever we had to play in California, Stone Ridge would let us come over and practice because of the hills, and we could get
right.
ready for those tournaments. Country Club is another one that we enjoyed going to play, Prescott Country Club. Talking Rock, oh gosh, what a treat to go out there and play.
It is truly.
What I'm saying is everyone in this community was supportive of our golf teams.
That is so wonderful to hear. I tell you, we have had such a great time talking all things golf with the Hall of Famer Kim Haddow. Thank you so much for joining us. And thanks to everybody for listening. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye now.